Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this webinar dedicated to Qais, the ancient Gadara in northern Jordan. Today we will speak about community-based sustainable tourism, reviving the old city of Gadara, Qais, nature and heritage. My name is Nadia Pasquale. I'm a tourism marketing and PR professional, and I'm very excited today to conduct this webinar, since we have travel companies from France, Belgium, the Netherlands, Germany, UK, Poland, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, the Czech Republic, Italy, Switzerland, and the United States. We have almost 40 travel companies joining us for today's webinar that has been organized by Commerciale Turismo Italia, an Italian company that offers B2B marketing services in the tourism industry. The webinar has been organized on behalf of CISP, CISP, within the CrossDev project. CISP stands for International Committee for the Development of Peoples, and it's the leading partner of a consortium of private and public bodies participating in the implementation of the CrossDev project. Let me just share some slides about this project, just to let you know what it is all about. Can you see it? It's all about the project that is called CrossDev, and it stands for Cultural Roots for Sustainable Social and Economic Development in the Mediterranean. You can see the partners. There are different subjects involved. The objective, of course, is to increase the attractiveness of less touristic destinations in the Mediterranean Sea, diversifying the tourism offer with niche territorial assets, and develop marketing new sustainable tourist products. There are 5 different areas involved, and today it's about Qais in northern Jordan. The project achieved several objectives so far. It developed some itineraries, mapped 56 attractions and a lot of experiences and so on. It's also developed a very important platform, a web platform, which you can visit, and we invite you to do so, because you will find a presentation of all the areas involved in the project and the list of local tourism facilities and operators. The platform is hiddenmediterranean.net, and where cultures meet. It's a very structured and full of content and information platform, so it is for your use. Let's go back to our presentation. Let me remind you that 2 travel companies of all the among all participants will have the opportunity of participating in the fun trips that the lead partner of the project is organizing. So the organizers will select 2 travel companies for the fun trips among all the attending tour operators and travel agents. So stay tuned, attend all the webinars. This is the second of a series of 5. There will be 3 more. So just stay with us all the time. Today's webinar is dedicated to Qais. As we said, it's the ancient Gadara, founded at the time of Alexander the Great in the 4th century before Christ, and later an important Roman city. Qais is well known for its archaeological heritage, but it has much more to offer in terms of food, culture, traditions, handicrafts, active tourism. There are plenty of opportunities. Before I introduce today's speakers, who will talk about Qais and its offer, let's watch a 2-minute video about Qais. Beautiful, isn't it? So now let me introduce our speakers. We have Mr. Nidal Zanat, owner and manager of Bright Star Travel and Tourism, who will present Qais. And we have Mr. Imran Musa Jebara, researcher at the Jordan University of Science and Technology and project manager CrossDev. We have with us today also Dr. Ismail Nasser, former site manager of Petra. I'm sure of you know about Petra. CrossDev communications officer on behalf of the Jordan University of Science and Technology at Amman University. So I will now give the ground to Nidal Zanat, but let me just remind you that you are invited to ask questions and share your comments at any time during the webinar. You just can write on the chat, use the chat, or you can raise your hand and we will give you the chance to speak for yourself. So at any time you are invited to ask questions and share any experience or comments. Okay, now Mr. Nidal Zanat will share a presentation and will start his speech.
Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. Talking about Qais, as I think familiar for everybody, it's around 110 kilometers away from the capital of Amman. Talking about before the pandemic, about Qais specifically, there were very few people actually who were willing to go to this area, even though we are considering as experts in tourism, Qais as one of the major sites in Jordan for its location, geopolitics location, for its historical importance, religious importance, because it's an attraction for a lot of people who wanted to come not only from Jordan, but also from abroad. But unfortunately, I checked actually the numbers and visitors that we had before to Qais, either for tourists from outside Jordan or from local tourism, the number were very low. And that was for many reasons. There were no places to stay in Qais, so we have very limited number of hosting people places. And there were no also service providers a lot. And generally speaking, and to be honest with you, as a tour operator, we had also faced some difficulties in interacting with the local communities or the service providers generally. Now, recently with this project, what have been done briefly, first of all, a number of tour operators from Jordan who do inbound tourism were invited to Qais 2 or 3 times, and we succeed in bringing more than each time around 30 to 35 like big tour operators who are who really want to know and to learn about Qais. And then we had also a family trip for the tour guides, okay, to Qais, who also were shocked with the new products that took place recently in the area. Of course, if we want to leave aside the beauty of the place, the location overlooking the Golan Heights, and also it's one of the very few tourist places or sites who has also hot springs. So there are a lot of attractions. But as I told you, unfortunately, we did not have this big number. I know, I understand that we are not looking for like huge numbers to come, more than to have like Qais as an attraction and to have a sustainable tourism in the area. So having the tour operators and having the guides for a few times, and recently the workshop that happened at the Dead Sea, the feedback that we got from all of them, including myself, that I was surprised myself with the new products that exist in Qais. For example, we never knew that there were biking tourism in Qais. We never knew. And now we are having people really, and I have myself a group very soon, and I had a couple of groups that I offered them accommodation on Qais, and I have a group even in December from Malaysia. They are going to stay in Qais. And this is for me also, it's my first time experience. And I know there are some of my colleagues who started to promote Qais as a major site, because unfortunately in Jordan, the concentration was on what is called the Golden Triangle in Jordan, which is Petra, Wadi Rum, Aqaba. And I was just telling my colleagues a few minutes ago that tourism concept has changed after the pandemic. So people are looking for a new product. And basically, Qais is a new product now that we can sell easily because of the new services that exist because of this project. For example, away from the biking, also we had the chance to see that there's agricultural tourism. And I had a group who went to Qais, and it was the time of harvest for different kinds of fruit in Qais. And they spent almost half the day participating with the local community, eating and buying and so on. And it was like a major experience for them. Now, we were also surprised that there are new hostels and the new places for accommodation in Qais that we never knew. Plus also there are new restaurants, and there are new also people who are working in providing food from the local community. So it was a very actually successful experience for me and for my colleagues. At that time, luckily, I was a board member at Jordan Tourism Association, and I was the chairman of the inbound committee. So now I checked with Jordan Tourism Board. When I was at that time, we had a program. It's a national program in Jordan. It's a tour program called Jordan Paradise. In Arabic, it's Al-Urdun Jannah. And Qais was not really on the schedule. But because we had the chance to look to these services, we insist in having Qais on the program. And I contacted the GTB a couple of days ago. And luckily, when I saw the numbers, I was really happy that we had from 10 to 15,000 people who visited Qais recently. And that is a great success. So Qais is a place, it is accessible from Amman. It is not that difficult to go by road. It's around 2 hours drive maximum. There are a lot of things to see. There are a lot of things to do. Ecotourism exists, biking tourism exists. There are the trails. And I am one of the guys who did a trail actually to one of the dams down there in the area of the border, okay? So it's a great experience. And I really would like to thank you all the people who are actually handling this project and who's in charge for this project, for giving us the chance to know the new products on Umm Qais. And this opened the new ideas and the new lines for us now when we are marketing. I was in Spain, I was in TTG Rimini, I was in BIT Milan, and I could show you that Umm Qais was one of the major actually sites I am promoting for the new products that we have, because these products, they don't exist everywhere in Jordan. So the number has increased of visitors. The tour operators are now working in promoting Umm Qais in a better way. And this helps us a lot because we can sell this product easily because we have service providers, we have hiking, we have biking, we have trekking tours, we have places to stay, and we got the chance also to meet some locals who are selling some agricultural stuff, and that is something great. So this is what have we done recently as tour operators, and Jordan Tourism Board, they were coordinating with us in inviting actually and helping in bringing more tour operators and more guides. And recently the brief was at the Dead Sea was great feedback from the guides who are willing to go back. Actually, we were actually working with Mr. Ahmed and Mr. Ismail and Mr. Imran that next month we are planning to bring a new group of tour guides who take their actually groups over there, and then they don't know what to do, where to go before. But now the guides who were there, they got the chance to know. So I hope this continue and goes on. And on behalf of, as a private sector, would like to thank you for all the hard work that has been done actually.
Thank you, Mr. Nidal.
Nidal, before Imran starts speaking, that's a question for you. Yes. Somebody's asking how far the airport is in terms of time. How long does it take to go from the airport to Umm Qais?
From the airport to Umm Qais, it's 2.5 hours maximum.
By bus?
By bus, not by car. By car, it takes shorter time, like at least half an hour less.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I will then ask you, there are more questions about accommodation and restaurants. What kind of accommodation is available, like hotels, B&Bs, local guest houses or whatever. And if you can like share, or there's some place where they can find a list of accommodation and restaurants, places to eat.
Yeah, well, thank you for this question. Now we have actually more than one hostel, or let's call it small hotels, to stay. There is one down nearby the hot springs. It is called Sah al-Nom. Okay, it's a beautiful place, and it has a pool also from the hot springs directly. Up there is another one, like going down to the area at the bottom where the border is. There is another place to stay. It has, I think, 25 rooms. So it has the ability to accommodate 2 small groups, and that's great. It's good that we don't have very big hotels over there. I mean, the hostels are enough, because when we are looking for sustainable tourism and also to preserve the environment and hiking and so on, I think the small numbers are always better. And recently, excuse me, recently I found out that also through the project, there are some locals who furnish their apartment in Umm Qais itself, in the village itself. So also we use them to host the people. For food, I myself had actually 3 or 4 experiences with my groups. I had the chance, شو اسمه عمران اللي بنزول, I forget his name actually.
منتجع أم قيس.
منتجع Umm Qais Resort, and there is one when you drive down, I forget the name, that has also a restaurant, and it has a hotel, I think 20-25 rooms.
Okay, Mr. Nidal, I think if we share the website, it will help to give like more ideas about what we have services.
Yeah, and then we got the chance also to eat local food when one of my groups had the chance to eat with one of the ladies over there And I remember one of the ladies we visited, Malkawi, her name is something Malkawi. She has also agricultural spot over there where she sells flowers and agricultural products.
Great.
So,
and that's one more question about how many days could a trekking be in Qais?
I think to see everything, and to enjoy everything, you need 2 nights, to stay 2 nights over there.
Okay, at least 2 nights. And are the experiences you offer for individual tourists or also for groups? And what languages can you cover?
Well, I have actually 2 experiences myself with my groups. We have local groups from Jordan who participated in visiting the place. And plus, I have also some groups I have 2 groups from Italy. I'm talking about the groups who stayed in Qais actually for overnights. But as visits, we have, but not much, like some groups who are asking to go, especially the religious group. Now, to be honest with you, I just want to emphasize on a point that Qais was required before only for people, let's say what we call religious tourism or Christian tourism. People would like to go there to Judara because of it's mentioned in the Bible and so on. But now there is a demand of Qais for another reason, not from a religious side, but also from a historical, geopolitics side, adventure side. So this has changed a little bit. But when we talk about accommodation, yes, I have 2 experiences with locals and plus with like foreign tourism from Italy. I told them also I have a group from Singapore, and I think this is the first group, I think in history, that there is an history of tourism for Qais, talking about Qais, that there is a group from Singapore who are going to stay overnight.
Okay, so English is fine, like you can cover English and maybe other languages as well.
Oh no, we have guides speaking all languages because you know, by now, when we have a group coming, we have to score them with their native language guide. So we have
great.
All German.
Vidal, sorry if I press you, but there are many questions. Somebody's asking, Guillaume is asking if there are any special festivals in this location in Umm Qais. Festivals or no.
Any special what? Sorry.
Festival, like
Festival. Yes.
Event.
Yeah. Every year now, especially this year, not every year, not in the past. This year there was summer festival. It is called Qais Summer Festival, and it was really nice. I went there with my family, and I know there are a lot of locals who also went through our company to Qais to participate and to see this beautiful festival. This is in cooperation with the Ministry of Tourism. Okay, and I think the project has something with it, but I really don't remember very well. But there were in summertime there was like a festival where there were some singers going over there. There were some people who were offering their products, and some others were selling some food and stuff and so on. Yes, we do. Yes, every
great.
summer.
And there are other questions, like Enrico is asking, can we connect the 2 days in Umm Qais with other trekking trails so we can offer 1 week tour?
Absolutely. You know, now going to Qais, of course, for a night or 2 nights is an excellent choice, but it can be combined with other places upon people request. You know, we have different kinds of tourism in Jordan. We have ecotourism, we have adventure, hiking, we have classic tourism. So it depends what people are looking for. Then we can connect with other places. I give you an example. Like there are a lot of people who are interested in to see the historical sites only. This is what we call classic tourism. In the north of Jordan, this can be connected with Jarash. It can be connected with Ajloun, where we have the Decapolis cities. Because in Jordan, I think everybody familiar that we have the 10 Roman cities, what is called the Decapolis cities. One of them is Amman, Philadelphia, Jarash, Geraza. Then we have Qais, Jadara, and we have Pella, which is Apella, and so on, nearby Beit Shan. So it depends basically according to the demand of the group or the people who are coming, what kind of tourism. If it's adventure tourism, it can be connected with Ajloon, it can be connected with the Jordan Valley, it can be connected with the valleys that we have like Mujib, the famous Mujib Valley. If it's a classic tourism, it can be connected with Petra, with other places. And you know, Jordan is a small country in talking about size. I mean, going from Qais to Amman, it's 2 hours. From Amman to Petra, it's 3.5 hours. It's not far away from the places.
Great. So there are plenty of opportunities. Great. So far, no more questions. Imran, you want to present your website?
Yes, sure. So we have developed a website that gathers all the services, the routes, the small businesses that are in Qais. So to make it easier for any tourists when he wants to come to Qais, to go through all the products that Qais offers. So let me just go to the website. It is still under development. Okay, we are still working on it, but I just want to give you an idea of what things that this website will offer in the future. And recently it's all up in Arabic because the main thing is to help the local people to visit Qais. As you can see, there is an introduction about Qais, and we have 4 main routes. We have the cultural route, the eco and adventure route, health and spa, agro-tourism route. So that's one of the surprising things in Qais, that there's many things to do, depends on what is your interest in Qais. And as you can see that we have developed different trails depending on what's your interest. Is it biking, heritage, or others? So what this website includes, let's say we are interested in cultural route. You go to the cultural route, you have two types of routes. You have a description about it, a map of it. You can see it by satellite or 3D view map, having the main points, how long it will take, how much is the distance, is it hard or easy to walk what are activities inside this route, as well as services, and a gallery just to see the some pictures what you will see through this route, and requirements and safety that you should have. Let's go back. Let's say we need to go eco and adventure route. We have 2 types. We have hiking and biking. It depends. Let's say we said we need hiking routes. We have 5 different routes. You click on the one that you need, and it will give you the description as well, the map. Okay, and you can view it in 2D or satellite view, and giving the main points that you can stop and see something special. And as we said, how long does it take, the distance, is it hard or easy, what are the activities, the services, what you can see within the route.
Imran,
Yes.
Will the website be translated into English as well?
Yes, sure.
Okay, soon, when will it be available?
We are still working on it, so hopefully, yeah, it will be with the end of the project maximum, it will be ready.
Okay, and in the meantime, I remind our participants that they can also visit hiddenmediterranean.net, where they can find a list of local facilities, tour operators, and businesses as well. Is that right?
Yes,
yeah,
so
exactly.
This is the Hidden Mediterranean platform, which has all the sites that are with the cross-dev. And as you can see, if you go down, you can find different products. Like if you have only one day to visit Qais, you can choose this product. And when you go through it, you'll have, depending on your interest, what route would you like? Is it the bike or the eco route or the heritage trail, this is planned to give you just for a 1-day plan, and you can choose like a 2-day plan. Explore Jadara in 2 days. So we have this program that covers the most important places that you can go within the 2 days.
Okay.
So we're trying just to give the services, like how long do you have time and how we can use it the most in Qais. And as well, you can find the small products that we have in Qais. Like there is one of the small businesses, it's called the House of Roses, in Arabic Bayt al-Ward. Okay. This woman lives in Qais, and she is from Qais, and she has like a place where you can buy any type of plants, and she sell other products like these you can see in the photos. They are seed balls. They are called seed balls, which you can buy and use within the adventure route. Like you buy these seed balls and throw them through your hiking, which will you as if you are planting different types of plants within the route you are walking in.
And Imran, can they find like the contacts of these businesses and facilities on the website as well?
Yes, sure. Well, then whenever you go to any of these, you can go like for contacts, and you'll find a phone number and an email, so you could contact the owner of the business, so you can visit them. And as well, you will find the social media pages.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, any questions?
There are questions about programs, like if somebody is interested in like an itinerary or program, should they contact each business, like each facility, or is it easier maybe if they contact Nidal or
yes,
another?
It depends. If the tourist came by himself, like this platform offers him to see what are the things to do in Qais. Okay, what he can visit, and you have all the contacts that you need. If you need, there's another like option. You can contact like Mr. Nidal. He has a tourism. Sorry, talk with me, Mr. Nidal. Tourism office, so he can like give you a full schedule of things you can do. And for sure, for these schedules, as we said, like a 1-day or 2-day. No, if you want to contact, if you'll go to the contacts, it will take you direct to Mr. Nidal, because they are office and they're gonna give you a full schedule that they're gonna take care of.
Okay. Somebody's asking about what kind of experiences you can do in Qais. You mentioned the House of Roses, for example. Are there any other experiences like tourists can do in the place?
Yes, sure. As we said, there are different experiences depending on what is your interest. Like if your interest is more about the archaeological site, you can go to the archaeological site. If your interest is in hiking, there are several routes, or biking, or even there, like we have agro-tourism routes, and especially like if I will go through it, you can see that agro-tourism, we have, depending on which month you will visit Qais, you will find specific products that will be sold, like potatoes, olives, olive oil, different types of products that depends on what time you are visiting Qais. So yes, we have like agro-tourism, hiking, biking, health and spa, and even the archaeological site.
Oh, great. And what about the best times to visit Qais?
So the best time to visit Qais is in spring. It's in spring, but I believe like summer, spring, and even in fall, Qais has a great weather, but like in spring, it's the best. So let's say from March till June, it's the perfect time to visit Qais.
And your colleague Nidal was saying that in these days there are like 20, 23 centigrades in Qais. Is that right?
Sorry, what it is?
Nidal was, yeah, Nidal, he's back. You were
Temperature.
saying that the weather is fine even now in November, not too hot, not too cold. Is that right?
Yeah, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So even November is a good time to visit.
It's a good time, not the perfect time.
Okay,
so we can
great.
say, yeah.
Okay. So if like tour operators were willing to offer tours to Qais, who should they contact, and where should they start from? Like,
they can contact like Bright Star or Mr. Nidal, that we have all the contacts in the last slide here. So we have the website of Bright Star and the email.
Okay. And he will provide, and
we have like local guides who we also offer their contacts on the website from Qais, local guides from Qais.
Great. Somebody's asking if among the experiences that you can do you can try in Qais, there are cooking classes to experience local cuisine, local food with people from local people. And what are the typical typical food and traditions?
So we have several things to do in Qais, and we start adding and working on them on the website. Like let's say traditional food, we have several local kitchens that offers like classes if you'd like to try doing some local food, experiencing the cooking of the local food. So we have like makmura. These are names of known cultural food in Qais especially. And you can experience the how to create the food. There is also Hajar and Izmil. I'm gonna click on it. This is also one of the products. Let me go on this website because we have better pictures for now. Hajar and Izmil, you can like try crafting on stone and with an expert from Qais. There is also like House of Roses. It offers like the experience of creating the seed balls. We have also Yarmouk ladies. They are an organization from Qais ladies. Okay, and they create products by hand, as you can see in these pictures, and they offer like classes to teach you how to do some of these products, and even you can buy some of them.
Great. Another question is about local transport. Is there any available public service, or is it better to have private transport?
So it depends on how you are going to Qais. If it's through, let's say, a specific company like Mr. Nidal, so they offer all the transportation for you, going to Qais and other places, and staying like going by yourself. Somehow you will need to have like to rent a car to go to Qais. It will be much easier.
Great. Okay, so far, no other questions. If Nidal is willing to add some more about the kind of tours he offers, that would be great.
Yeah, thank you. Well, of course, as a tour operator, we offer different kind of tourism according to people request and interest in Jordan and in Qais especially. I would like just to thank you from my side and from the tour operator sides for giving us this opportunity and for giving us the time to know about Qais more and more. Qais was one of the places who did not get the chance and did not really I think the right idea. But now we are working on it, and I'm sure with time there will be much more people who will be willing to visit this place. It is easy access. I know public transportation generally in Jordan is not that much. We cannot compare it to Europe or to any other place, unfortunately, but we can offer all kinds of transfers, no problem. And from my side, I want to encourage really people to come to Qais especially, and to enjoy the cuisine and to enjoy being with the local community and all the services that exist over there. It's still.
We cannot hear you very well, Nidal.
Yeah.
The internet
now,
is not.
I think
good internet connection. Imran, can you hear us?
Yes.
Imran, as long as Nidal tries to connect back, there's a question about the women's group in Qais. They would like to know more about it.
The woman what? Sorry.
Women's group. You were mentioning maybe the lady of the House of Roses and other
yes.
experiences like that.
So I was trying. Are you seeing the screen that I'm sharing right now? Does it appear the screen?
Yes.
No. We are watching you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now it is.
Yeah,
yes,
can
so
I say
they are asking about
the women now. Do you hear me? Sorry, this is Ismail Abu Mahmoud.
Yes.
Can I say something about the women there?
Sure.
Oh yeah. Good evening, everybody. Actually, there is a group of women who are working in handcrafts and other activities like accommodation or food. They prepare food, and they used to be like work in fragmented way. And there are about 10 to 15 women, and we convince them, we talk to them, and we help them to initiate association. And they are in the final process now to have association, women tourism association in Qais, and they are very dedicated, and they work hard to improve their work. And this is one of the just maybe big remarks that the project done for local communities, especially to empower women in the town there. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Ahmed Priwan. Imran?
Yes, I just was showing because I stopped scrolling at the website. We have also like Yusuf Honey. You can experience how to like the nature of bees and how to collect the honey. Okay. And this is one of the special things you can do in Qais, and buy the product of the honey that is all from Qais. And as we said, the handicraft of ladies of Al Yarmouk. We have Philidorm's Adventure. This is a local guide from Qais who also provide different hiking schedules. And there's all the contacts, his email and phone number, if you want like to contact a local guide from Qais.
I also saw, as you were scrolling, I saw Qais Culture Festival. What is it about?
Yes,
Cultural Festival.
Cultural Festival. So it used to, we were used to have it every year. Like it's a festival that's done in different types, different periods in the year, having a place where all people can sell their own products, especially foods. We have like Lebanese and the traditional foods like makmoura and different stuff. But after COVID, it was stopped. But they are working on getting everything back. And as you can see in the photo, there was like traditional dances from the local people who lives in Qais, students in the schools. They like share some poems. So it's like a cultural festival that they share all their traditions and cultural activities, let's say.
Great chance to meet locals and discover
Yes.
their traditions and their culture. Great. So if there are any further things you want to present, otherwise I will remind our participants to continue joining us even for the next webinars. To have a chance of attending a fun trip to these areas that are part of the CrossDev project. If there are any other questions, you're free to ask, and Imran and his colleagues will answer. I remind everybody that hiddenmediterranean.net is the platform of the project, where you can find all experiences, attractions, sightseeing, and contacts. I thank you, Imran, Nidal, and Dr. Ahmed for their presentation, all the information they provided. It was really interesting, and I really look forward to visiting Qais. I've been to Jordan before, but I've never been to Qais, so it's in my list. Thank you for presenting it in such an attractive way. I'm sure tour operators and travel agents will be interested in offering it to their customers, and they will contact you for more information. I also remind participants that next 23rd of November at 1:30 p.m. we will have a webinar about Jordan again, but this time about Aqaba in the south of Jordan. And then there will be another webinar, but on the Palestinian Heritage Trail about Palestine on the 30th of November, same time, 1:30 p.m. And then the last webinar of the series, it will be on the 1st of December at 1:30 p.m. and it will be about Lebanon, and in particular about Jabal Musa. So thank you, everybody. And I don't know if Imran and Nidal have anything more to add, or just want to say goodbye.
Just thank you, guys. Say
thank you all for giving us this chance.
Yep, and we'll feel glad and to see you in Jordan. And you are always welcomed here in Jordan.
Yeah. Great, thank you very much. Jordan is a very welcome country, and the people are really hospitable and nice. So thank you, everybody. There are messages also of thank you from participants. Shukran from Enrico. Thanks for this great presentation from Guillaume. Marina is saying that it was great and really informative. Shukran. And so thank you very much for this presentation. Thank you all to all participants for attending. And we look forward to seeing you to the next webinars. Alessia is also thanking you. So I say goodbye and see you to the next webinars. And I will share now a video of the CrossDev project for you to enjoy. See you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you all. Bye.
I was once the known world. I harbored the life of man, from the borders of the eastern kingdoms to the last Spanish land. Every coast I touch is a story, and the stories I sing belong to you. I am the guardian of rich trade and ancient traditions. I am the guide of the first travelers, the cradle of empires and knowledge. I am the muse. I have inspired mythologies and religions, united people in fruitful exchange. I preserve the rituals of dancers, the legends of fishermen, the folklore of musicians. I am witness to the greatest love stories, and when a feeling is born on my waves, it spreads throughout time. I am the secrets. I have fostered the desire to explore for millennia, and still today the path is the same. No need to introduce me. You know me well. You have already traveled my routes. But believe me, there is still much to discover along the lands I brush past. I am the sense. I am the smile of the guardian and the aroma of the bread. You find me from Beit Mirsim to Batir, along the wonders of the Palestinian Heritage Trail. I am the hospitality that dwells on the Via Selinuntina, in the sharp scent of cinnamon and the sweet fragrance of the vineyard. My winds graze the Yarmouk Reserve and the paths of the Jabal Musa biosphere, where the mountains still retain my scent. I am history. I am the Roman theater in the heart of Jordan and the Arab quarter in Sicily. I am the union and the bond. I am Qais and I am Sambuca. I protect the memory of man in the archaeology of Selinunte, in the castles and in the port of Aqaba, where my kingdom meets that of other seas. I am the journey. I am the primal emotion, the perfect need. I am the means to find but without seeking. I am the corner of the world where the sun and the moon converge. I am the heritage of man and the pattern of freedom. I am one immense place, and I am many stories. I will also be yours. I am the Mediterranean.